everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Osweiler's Texans going up against Carr's Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland. So we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, apart from a 13-year gap in L.A., we are at the home of the Raiders since 1966. But how much longer will they be playing football in Oakland, California? Tonight, we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the Oakland Raiders. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step here in this first quarter. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without it, they ask their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Here we go. Wide and 8.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Could not have scripted it any better. And many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Shift together here from the D-line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And here's a look at the starting offense. On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. And this one complete to Will Fuller. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Aldon Smith had an absolute off-the-charts rookie season and continues to be one of the best playmakers at outside linebacker.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. We noted earlier, Osweiler only threw for 99 yards in Week 10. The ground game got going a little bit, though. Lamar Miller had 83 on 15 carries.
And he seems to be extremely happy to be in Houston because he wanted to be a full-time guy and take on as many carries and catches as he could possibly get. And Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is not averse to having him do that. But he had some help in this game, too. Akeem Hunt with 52 yards on the ground.
He finds his target, Fuller. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down.
How to be 6'7", be able to see over coverages into open windows. Brock Osweiler just did that with the slant route.
With that height, was also a great basketball player. Gonzaga, as you know, actually offered him a scholarship in high school for hoops.
Hard to believe he didn't take that, decided he wanted to play football, and ultimately chose Arizona State because of the direct flights from his hometown of Montana into Phoenix, Arizona.
Is that true?
That's a true story. Allowed his parents to come see him play a lot easier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, Osweiler. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Braxton Miller, 48 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a target.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Carr now on 1st down, buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side, and unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gordon. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Hey, we're gonna rally. We ready? Wide and yank. Wide and yank.
They go with Murray again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Murray, the lone setback. Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Let's chat about the division dominance for the Texans as they come back onto the field. They've straight games against the AFC South after that Week 10 win.
They've really taken over for Indianapolis, haven't they? Because it wasn't that long ago we were conceding this division to Indianapolis each and every year. Now, it's Houston's. 8 straight, as you just mentioned. Longest active streak in the NFL right now. And by the way, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but the Super Bowl is being played in Houston this year.
Again, it's Miller. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Osweiler. Caught here by Griffin. It'll go as a gain of 12, and the Texans are going to have a first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Now the ball comes loose, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations. Ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of
Latavius Murray. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray, 54 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. It's good to make it 17-7. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Hopkins had a frustrating afternoon against the Jags. Targeted 13 times, but caught only 5 balls, 48 yards.
It's been tough for him all year because as the #1 receiver, you're not only targeted by your quarterback, you're targeted by the defense as well. 2 and 3 guys in coverage against him, and it was made even worse this past game because Will Fuller didn't play. And neither did Jalen Strong, so they could really focus their attention on DeAndre Hopkins.
He's topped 60 yards only twice this year. Well, we know he's got the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And with that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on first down. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Braxton Miller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Second down now after the incompletion. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Carr, flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
To throw is Carr. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They go play action with Osweiler. And the Raiders have got him. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Osweiler. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get him. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, here's Osweiler. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues. Fresh set of downs here. They come out here in the eye. After the penalty, it's Miller. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw is Osweiler. Over the middle into Trout. That's complete. 23 yards on the play. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The throw on first down with Osweiler. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there. Carter Cooper, 43 yards.
And there's another one of those incredible highlight reel catches. One-handed, deep downfield, another big completion. I know this, partner. As a defender, I don't know how you avoid watching what they do. It's everywhere. All the highlight shows, watching it on Madden. Trying not to get intimidated before you go out and have to play against these guys and try and stop them.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action here. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Seth Roberts, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And now out Houston. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 35. A big hook up there. Osweiler to Hopkins. 45 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Perry Riley. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They come out here in the eye. They go back to Murray on first down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but it's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go. 9 yards to go, it's third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop.
Eight yards to go here on second down. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On second down, Osweiler. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. And now he's got him at a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense. defense and have it end up in the end zone.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got 4. We got 4.
All right, here we go.
Again, it's Murray. And he stopped immediately there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. It's a gain of 7, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now Austin, 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. Throwing again, Osweiler. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd down following the incompletion.
Tight end to the left, tight end left.
We ready?
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Carr, he'll buy some time right. There, a nice hit, jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Here we go now. Back 99 Philly, here we Detroit! All right, now, look at 56.
On first down, Osweiler. He's going to fire one deep, middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They'll get 32 yards there. And it's good enough for a Houston first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right.
Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing, and this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the night. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Osweiler underneath for Miller. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, here's Osweiler. And this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on third down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On third down, Osweiler. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off into the end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On second down, Osweiler. Dancing to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down.
Hurry up, here we go. No, check.
They go play action now. Osweiler. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And let's discuss Osweiler a little bit further. Obviously, an interesting journey for him to get here to Houston.
groomed in Denver and actually got to play some before he ended up making his departure to Houston. But after the Broncos won the Super Bowl, I in search of his own team and his own destiny as maybe a Super Bowl quarterback. They gave him a great opportunity, and he took advantage of it and headed to be a Texan.
Throwing again, Osweiler. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake here on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Sean Smith. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Carr going to throw here, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is 7 yards deep. And now out comes Houston. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Travis Carey. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Demps. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game. It's Marshall's Jets going up against Edelman's Patriots. So let's get you up to Foxborough as we check in with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First carry for Matt Forte, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Look at
Here's Patty. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first down, this is Forte. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Malcolm Butler's rise to fame culminated with a fantastic play in the Super Bowl, but what a tremendous success story. Totally off the radar, has turned himself into an NFL starter.
And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. Petty now. Enunwa's got it, complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Jets are going to have it 1st and goal. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get up.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20! Over there, right? 52 to the mic. Yeah. Check it. Check it. Crunch. 20!
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's brought down. 3 touchdowns in Week 10 for Blount. He now has 12 on the season, Charles, with still 7 games to play.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise because when you're talking about short yardage, goal line running, LeGarrette Blount is your prototypical guy. Built solidly, runs low, runs with force, runs behind his pads, as they like to say, and truly has a nose for the end zone. Rarely is he denied.
To throw, it's Brady. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Brady gives now to Blount. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And we roll now on the offensive starters, and everybody always loves to talk about Gronk.
And wouldn't a lot of teams love to redraft right now? This guy went in the 2nd round, yet no matter what, you've got a game plan for him when you're opposing him.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Every now and then I scratch my head when I see the draw play called, especially after a great run the previous play. Keep attacking. Sometimes the draw play develops slowly, and that allows the defense to react.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Edelman, the motion man right. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. He's nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. It's really something. Even when he's hitting these from distance, big-time distance, he manages to put them right down the middle, doesn't he?
No doubt about that one. Never a doubt. And this is no extra point. That's 50+. And that's the definition of splitting the uprights.
New York quarterback set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The drive begins with a run by Forte, and he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Against Los Angeles, Forte 20 carries, 98 yards. How'd he look?
He looked terrific. And let me tell you something. Everybody talks about him being 30 in the odometer and this and that. Go back and look at the last 4 games that Matt Forte's played. He is playing really well. Not just running the football, but catching it out of the backfield. He looks like the Matt Forte we knew with the Chicago Bears.
Petty now. Safarian Jenkins has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Here's Petty. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense. An extra corner on the field down.
Yeah, another DB. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he gets this inside the 35 line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw. And he's got a noon one. The pick up at 13 sets him up first and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side.
Green 39.
Petty now. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Here we go now. Green 39. Go.
Second down, the ball on the 2 here, second and goal. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Stonewalled on second down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. They come out here in the eye.
Here we go. Green. Go.
Hey, alert 3.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Folk's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't, but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here. Playing, and play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Easy.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I, well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. Both teams appear ready for the and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Danny Amendola on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now Brady throwing on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Hey. 4 down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2.
Brady now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. You know, I did want to ask you about the game you called this past weekend, Week 10. You had 15 punts in that contest between the Jets and Rams.
Lachlan Edwards for the Jets. The star of the day was Johnny Hecker for the Rams, averaged over 50 yards a punt, including a 78-yarder. And when you uncork a 78-yard punt, you should dance like their fellow punter, Marquette King of the Oakland Raiders. He dances like no one is watching.
Well, you made it sound like it was a great game. There's only one touchdown, 3 field goals.
Yeah, but 78 yards, you got to give it up for that.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Edelman comes in motion right. Throwing is Brady on third down. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Well, there it is. Brady connected with Gronk, but at this stage of the game, this is kind of late for them. I'm used to this happening right out of the gate.
Yeah, we were thinking we would see this per usual. First quarter, definitely second quarter, but not the case.
And their offense, not moving the ball like they normally do. They're losing the game. Those two need to get together and fast.
The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, 46 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's a Nunwa. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
A give. This is Forte. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, Forte. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with 3rd down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air?
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Petty. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Petty now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side.
Here we go. 3-19. All right, now, look at 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
In the red zone this time. Back now in Foxborough. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out here in the eye.
Here we go.
They'll give it up to Forte. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Shift together here from the D-line. And an encroachment penalty here will cost them 5 yards.
And it makes it so simple, doesn't it? An easy free 5 yards for the offense given to them by the defense.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there. And both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. And the play clock's running down. They'll try and get it with Forte. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
And Folks' kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know, the field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again, and they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
The slot man in motion right. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Screen pass to Blunt. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Brady to throw on second down. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
20, 29, Alpha. No, check that, but like 52 right here.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Going underneath for Lewis. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Brady got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Play clock winding down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Forte, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Over.
Again, they run. Again, it's Forte. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed. Gone.
Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back there. Hurry up. Gone. Watch him now, Barney.
Petty now. Flush to his right. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up fourth.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys did not play offense.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Here we go. A big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Here we go.
Here's Petty. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up. There he goes left side. He's at the 30, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Gave up 6 points going the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to
opportunity now. Here's the execution. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe a pass. And he comes back with one complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Matt Forte, a great receiver out of the backfield, was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And on 2nd and 10 now. He's back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll look to throw. And Anderson's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Partner, always loved it when Coach Madden used to talk about the phrase, take what the defense gives you. Well, if you need 6 and they only give you 4, that doesn't help you. In this situation, they're giving you the middle of the field, but you need the sidelines. You have to know when to break the rules.
Here we go on 1st and 15. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Cyrus Jones. And that is going to seal this victory.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. 2 wide receivers will be looking to be #1 targets on the field in today's game. It's Element's Patriots going up against Marshall's Jets. With that, let's send you up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. We're standing by as our announcing team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Forte, the lone running back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll get the football here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A look at the starting side for the offense and Brandon Marshall.
I think the thing that impresses me most about Brandon Marshall is his strength. How he runs his routes, how he wins against defensive backs downfield, how it's so tough to keep him from getting the football.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
It seems like whenever people talk about Chris Long, the #1 thing they discuss is his motor and how relentless he is. Let's not forget, he's also a superior athlete.
And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They stay on the ground. Forte again. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was 0 space, no gain.
Time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw now on 1st down. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Jets are going to have a 1st down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go back to the ground attack here. It's Forte. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A running play now for Forte. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Patty. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And the first play will be a field goal try. And Folk's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And with Gronkowski, the buzz after the Seahawks game was that fourth down fade pattern. Was it the right call? Did Cam Chancellor hold? What did you see?
I have a lot of people that I work with that go crazy whenever they see a fade ball. They're like, that works. But I don't believe that to be true. I think that it's a very effective play when run correctly. And the problem that they had on that play, Gronk was being defended by Cam Chancellor, who was also a big body safety. They're like two mastodons in the end zone. I was glad that there was no flag let out themselves. Incomplete.
Throwing now is Brady. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Here's the battering ram blown. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And New York set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Petty now. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
3rd and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will add 3 more to their lead and pushes it up to 6. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. New York set to take the field. Now, they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3.
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll run with Forte. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Marshall, but it's it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now Blunt. And he's got room. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. On second down, here's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives with interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it's a first down for the Jets. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Anunua's got it, complete. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness. They're
caught by Marshall. He's got it for a Jets touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver from 6 yards away. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. I want to shift for a second and talk playoff picture. Yes, we've got a few more weeks, but the NFC East and the AFC West, if it ended today, would both have 3 teams in.
And right now, the NFC East essentially has 4 because Dallas is clear of the field. But Washington, New York, and Philadelphia really bunched in there. And then you go to the AFC West. Kansas City owns the tiebreaker over Oakland. And Denver also right there, the defending Super Bowl champs.
8 yards there and a first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, Brady surveying the field. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Brady now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Going for it all. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by his former Super Bowl teammate, Darrelle Revis. And New York set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. And even 50 yards. Blunt, the lone running back. And here we go on 1st and goal. He's going to get the football. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Play action. Now it's Brady. That's caught at the 2. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Martellus Bennett, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Patriots are back within a score. And he'll bang that one through. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They start on the ground with Forte. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
This is Forte. And he's got some space here. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. They give him a gain of 37.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? It's patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. But this drive, oh, he's come alive and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This is the running back, Powell. Down to about the 22 here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Back 99, Billy, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here comes the D swarming to the line. 3rd down, here's Forte. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Forte, the lone running back. Petty now. And on the slant route to Marshall. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll come out in the pistol. Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue, 90. Over. Go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Leopard. Gone.
Here's Petty. And this one's incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
This is where you're probably weighing the score and the clock. 3rd quarter, so maybe it's a little early to start worrying about how much time is left in the game. But if you kick the field goal, you make it a 2-score game. A tough balance and a tough decision for any coach to make.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They'll begin here with Blunt. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. Guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Can't find anyone open. Forced out to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. LeGarrette Blount taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots can take the lead with the extra point. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead at that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school, I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Anderson's got it. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll look to throw here. Anunu's got it, complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field, and for a quarterback, one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get, but he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Petty now. And he's got a new one. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw now on first down. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a good game. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Here's Petty. Caught by Marshall. He's got it. He's got a Jets touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets in the lead here in the 4th quarter. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. Petty will look to throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This fielded at the 2. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Going underneath to Blunt. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
35.
He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. That man can leap, Charles. How do you defend a pass like that and a receiver that good?
Partner, you're really doing it through prayer because you can cover them totally downfield, but at the end, their athleticism actually allows them to uncover themselves and go over the top of you and make a play.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
And this offense needs a touchdown. A field goal won't get it done in this.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And they're going to go soft on the corners. He's back to throw. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. They had to go for it with such little time.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Jets going up against the Titans. With that, let's get up to Nissan Stadium in Nashville. With the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Coming up, we've got a matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the Tennessee.
Detroit! Back there in Philly. Here we go. Now let's go. Leopard.
Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Detroit! No, check, Patriot!
The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Forte, and unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Petty now. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall-like numbers against L.A. 4 catches, Charles, just 15 yards.
When people start to wonder why the production's declined, you immediately look at the quarterback. Well, he's had Ryan Fitzpatrick for most of the year, and that was his guy in 2015. I think a lot of it is the loss of Eric Decker earlier this season. His running mate at wide receiver. Quincy Enunwa, he's tried to pick up the slack, but he's not Eric Decker, and maybe that's one reason Brandon Marshall's getting way more attention when people are covering him.
And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Now a run with Forte. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The starting defense for the Titans.
Jason McCourty's twin brother, Devin, has gone to multiple Super Bowls. But Jason's carving out a nice niche himself as a cover corner.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Thinking pass. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got a noon one. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Here's Petty. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drop.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out. Caught by Marshall. He's got it. Down Jets. Their big-bodied receiver from 3 yards out. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This will be taken very short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Mariota on first down. He's got time in the pocket. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Mariota now on second. Steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, balls out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I started with a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. All right, partner, I want to check in on a talking point we had week 1. Dark horse playoff contenders. You threw out Oakland and Jacksonville. Oakland's still looking good.
But they're living up to a tie for first in the AFC West. How about Jacksonville? Really struggling right now at 2-7. I don't know what they're going to do to bump things up. But how about the NFC West? The Rams said they weren't going to be 7-9 this year. They're 4-5, but they need to make their push starting right now. And no one talked about Detroit in the preseason. Matthew Stafford and the Lions are 5-4 and ahead in the NFC North.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he He's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. The hook up here to Harry Douglas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 19. And that'll be good for a Tennessee first. Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, Murray. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah,
there.
I just perked. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? Which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, hold downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Here's Forte. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass. Petty now. And Anderson's going to have the first down at about the 38. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. 2 minutes remain here in the half. Back to Tennessee after this. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 30. Now look at 56. Look at 56.
Here's Petty. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Here we go. Detroit. Let's go. Go.
Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side.
Back nine it up, Philly. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
That is caught at the yard line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. It'll be a pickup. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3, over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught by Marsh. Got it for a Jets touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Here we go now. Green, 39 now. Lucky 56.
And he'll look to throw for it. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
This Tennessee Titans offense, as they work their way back onto the field, boy, they look good in Week 10. 5 different Titans scored a touchdown in the first half against Green Bay.
And I remember back in preseason covering Tennessee and hearing their head coach Mike Mularkey talk about what he wanted from his offense, and the term exotic smash mouth was coined. And really, it's not a gimmick for them. It's not a nickname. It's an identity. It's a mantra, and they're playing to it right now.
And the Titans won their 5th game of the year. That matches their total from the last 2 years combined. Back near his goal line, Mariota. And his pass incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
So the defense forces a 3-and-out, but they got some help along the way. They threw it on 1st down, and when they were unsuccessful, it became 2nd and long. Didn't get it again on another pass. Went 3rd and long, and they almost had to put it in the air. They may want to rethink some strategy going forward.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And the Jets set to take the field. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have.
No. Check. Patriots. Gone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got an open man. It's a new one. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Detroit!
They'll throw now on the final play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
That's the type of play there that puts a defense in a stress. Marcus Mariota on the run. You don't know whether he's going to take it downfield or throw the footballs we just saw there. And boy, was he accurate with that one.
And you know, the Oregon coaches offered him a scholarship without ever seeing him start a game because they saw him in camp. They saw plays like that. Offered it.
He didn't start very much in high school, but he started a lot once he got to Oregon. And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And I think the offense got it back. Yes, they did. At the 2-yard line is where. On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking at.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans have made this a one-score game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll try to get the running game going with Forte. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Petty now. Anuno's got it, complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
All right, here we go.
They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. To throw is Mariota. This will be caught at about the 5. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Third and goal, Mariota. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Puts them on top here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Jets offense. Now works their way back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Play clock winding down. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Time running out here on the play clock. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Here's Paddock. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defense.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run. It's intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm seeing a defense.
Six yards to go here on second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. That was second down run for Murray. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit, because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing. That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he's brought down. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
First and goal, defense with their backs against the wall. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. DeMarco Murray taking it in. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
Well, we've seen some lead changes. One of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Yeah, they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. And a short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because To be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.